Welcome to our new episode, Machu Picchu, the hidden Inca wonder. High in the mist-shrouded Andes mountains of Peru, there lies a city that was never meant to be found. A city hidden for centuries, untouched by conquerors, unspoken by its own people, and forgotten by time itself. This is Machu Picchu, the lost city of the Incas. But what if this ancient citadel isn't just a royal estate or a sacred temple complex? What if it's something far more mysterious, a place of power, a celestial observatory, or even a portal to the Inca gods themselves? Tonight, we unravel one of history's greatest enigmas, the hidden Inca wonder, Machu Picchu. The discovery that shook the world. It was the summer of 1911. An American explorer, Hiram Bingham, set out on an expedition deep into the Peruvian wilderness, not to find Machu Picchu, but to search for the legendary last refuge of the Inca Empire, Vilcabamba. Bingham's journey was brutal. He and his local guides trekked through dense jungle, climbed narrow mountain ridges, and crossed ancient stone bridges that seemed to hang over eternity. But fate had something else in store. When Bingham reached a remote ridge above the Urubamba River, a local farmer pointed him toward a hidden trail. The man said, "There are old ruins up there, senor, very old." Hours later, Bingham emerged from the clouds, and what he saw would change history forever. Massive stone walls, perfectly fitted without mortar, terraces cut into the mountainside like giant stairways to the heavens, and temples aligned precisely with the sun. He had found Machu Picchu, a city no European had ever seen before. But here's where the mystery begins. Even the locals knew little about it. There were no records in Spanish archives, no mention in colonial reports. It was as if Machu Picchu had been erased from memory, on purpose. The forgotten city of the sun. Archaeologists believe Machu Picchu was built around 1450 CE, during the reign of the Inca Emperor Pachacuti, one of the greatest rulers in the Andean history. But, unlike the sprawling capital of Cusco, Machu Picchu wasn't built for the masses. It was isolated, hidden, and incredibly hard to reach, a fortress in the clouds. So why build it here, at 8,000 feet above sea level, in a location prone to landslides and earthquakes? That question still divides historians today. Some believe it was a royal estate, a private retreat for the emperor, a place where he could escape the pressures of the court and commune with nature and the gods. Others believe it was a sacred center, aligned with the stars, built to honor Inti, the sun god, the most powerful deity in the Inca pantheon. And then there are those who see it differently. They say Machu Picchu wasn't built for humans at all, but as a gateway between worlds. Engineering beyond imagination. Every stone of Machu Picchu was cut and placed with near supernatural precision. Massive granite blocks, some weighing over 50 tons, were shaped so perfectly that not even a sheet of paper can fit between them. No mortar, no metal tools, no wheels. And yet the walls have survived over 5 centuries of earthquakes, storms, and erosion. How did the Incas do it? Modern engineers call it ashlar masonry, stones carved to interlock like puzzle pieces. But there's more. The Incas built drainage systems, terraces, and foundations that could shift with the Earth's movement, absorbing seismic shock. It's as if they understood the heartbeat of the mountain itself.
Their knowledge of the landscape, geology, and climate was unmatched. And while Western civilizations built upward toward the sky, the Incas built with the earth, blending architecture and nature into one living structure. Some scholars call Machu Picchu the world's first sustainable city. Others say it was an energy center, strategically placed on ley lines, the invisible threads that connect ancient sacred sites across the globe. Coincidence or design? The sacred geography. To understand Machu Picchu, you must first understand the Andean worldview. The Incas saw the earth as a living being, Pachamama, the mother of all life. Every mountain, every river, every stone had a spirit, a consciousness. And Machu Picchu was built in harmony with those spirits. Its main structures, the Temple of the Sun, the Intihuatana stone, and the Room of the Three Windows, are perfectly aligned with celestial events. During the winter solstice, the rising sun shines directly through the windows, illuminating the sacred stone. They called it the hitching post of the sun. They believed this stone kept the sun from drifting away during the long nights, a cosmic anchor holding the universe in balance. But here's where it gets even stranger. When researchers mapped Machu Picchu's layout from above, they noticed something uncanny. The entire city mirrors the shape of a condor, the sacred bird of the Andes, symbolizing the connection between heaven and earth. It wasn't just a city, it was a cosmic blueprint.
The hidden purpose. So what was Machu Picchu really for? Archaeologists still debate its purpose, but clues lie within its design. Its temples suggest astronomical functions, while its agricultural terraces and water systems suggest long-term habitation. But the lack of defensive walls or military structures tells another story. This was not a fortress. It was a spiritual sanctuary. Some theories suggest it was a pilgrimage site, a destination for rituals of initiation and purification. Others hint that Machu Picchu was built to preserve sacred knowledge before the arrival of the Spanish. In Inca mythology, the world has gone through multiple ages, each ending in catastrophe. Machu Picchu, some say, was built as a refuge for the chosen, a place where life could begin again when the world was reborn. And even today, when you stand among the stone walls at sunrise, the silence feels ancient, as if the mountain itself remembers something we've forgotten. The Great Inca Disappearance. When the Spanish conquistadors invaded Peru in the 1500s, they destroyed the Inca Empire. Cities burned, temples looted, knowledge erased. Yet strangely, they never found Machu Picchu. It remained hidden, untouched by greed and war. How did the Spanish miss it? Some believe the Incas deliberately concealed it, sealing trails, dismantling bridges, and erasing all references to its existence. To them, Machu Picchu was sacred. It had to remain pure, safe from the hands of invaders. And so the jungle reclaimed it. Vines covered the terraces, moss grew over the stones, and for nearly 400 years, the city slept beneath the clouds. Until one day, in 1911, Hiram Bingham unknowingly brought it back to life. But not without controversy. The American Connection. After his discovery, Bingham transported thousands of artifacts, ceramics, tools, and even human remains to Yale University under an agreement with the Peruvian government. Those artifacts stayed in the United States for nearly a century, sparking decades of diplomatic tension.
Peru demanded their return, claiming they were national treasures taken under unfair circumstances. In 2012, after long negotiations, Yale finally agreed to send the collection back to Peru. Today, many of those artifacts rest in the Machu Picchu Museum in Cusco, a symbolic gesture that closed one chapter of a complex history. But that connection between Machu Picchu and the U.S. endures through explorers, researchers, and travelers who continue to be mesmerized by its silent power. Mysteries that remain. Even after a century of study, Machu Picchu keeps its secrets close. No one truly knows what every building was for or what rituals took place here. Some believe the Incas had knowledge of energy fields, using quartz-rich stones to amplify spiritual frequencies. Others point to geometric alignments linking Machu Picchu to sacred sites like Cusco and Lake Titicaca, forming a triangle of power. And then there are whispers that Machu Picchu wasn't just a temple, but a university of the gods, where priest-scientists studied astronomy, medicine, and the mysteries of existence itself. Is it myth? Or a forgotten truth buried beneath centuries of silence? The living legacy. Today, over 1 million visitors climb the steep trails of the Inca city each year. They walk through ancient plazas, touch the cold stones, and gaze upon the same sunrise that shone on Inca priests 500 years ago. Yet despite the tourism, Machu Picchu remains alive, a sacred place still whispering in the wind. Local shamans perform rituals to honor Pachamama, offering coca leaves, water, and fire to the mountain spirits. For the people of Peru, Machu Picchu isn't just a monument, it's a living heart of identity, proof of a civilization that understood balance, respect, and the deeper meaning of existence. The final question. Perhaps the greatest mystery of Machu Picchu isn't how it was built, but why it was hidden. Maybe the Incas knew that their empire would fall. Maybe they built Machu Picchu not for the world of their time, but for the world that would come after. For us. A message carved in stone, waiting for humanity to rediscover its connection to nature, to time, and to the divine order of the universe. When you stand at Machu Picchu, surrounded by clouds and silence, it's hard not to feel it. That pulse of something ancient, alive, and eternal. A whisper that says, "The world has forgotten who it once was, but here, the earth still remembers." Machu Picchu remains one of humanity's greatest achievements, not because of its size or its age, but because it continues to defy explanation. Was it a royal retreat, a cosmic temple, or a secret refuge of the gods? Perhaps all three. And maybe that's exactly how the Incas wanted it. A mystery that could never be fully solved, only experienced. This is Machu Picchu, the hidden Inca wonder. A city built not on the ground, but between the earth and the sky.